This is the Real Spill podcast. You not in tuned. Damn. Take one. Take one. Take one, dog. Take one. This is the Real Spill podcast. You're not in tune to. Oh, goodness. You do.
This is the Real Spill podcast. You are now in tune with Dtop.
I'm Foey.
I'm Cam.
All right, today we got a special guest, my boy Cam. Let him know your socials, and let him know who you are, what you do.
All right. Well, my name is Cameron Wickham. I'm an aircraft technician. I work at PBI. I work on private jets. I work through the nights, and I like to work out. Eat good. I like cars too.
Okay. So, Cam, let us know a little bit about your background, where you came from. Just who is Cam?
All right. Well, I guess I'm born and raised in Florida, West Palm Beach. I'm 27 years old, so that's all I know is Florida. I'm mixed. Obviously, you can tell I'm like half Jamaican, half white or French Canadian. I would say you got me in the spot right now, but as far as me, like where I'm from, I got 2 brothers, 2 sisters. I come from a household, single mom, raised by her. My dad was still my life and stuff, but kind of like a kind of hard upbringing. Not crazy. I wasn't in the hood or anything like that, but definitely like abuse. Dealing with that, learning as how to deal with love with like my mom or seeing my older brother make mistakes and going from there. There's kind of a lot to go. I don't know how to kind of even say it and put it in words, but just a man that's trying to be better every single day. Try to be better than the people I've seen, and hopefully I can speak into existence and become that light that I've always seen at the end of the tunnel.
That's real. That's real as hell. Well, you said you was mixed, so you said you Jamaican and
French Canadian.
French
Canadian, yeah.
Okay. How was that like growing up, as far as like being French Canadian and being Jamaican?
It's funny. The dynamic is cool because my mother is blonde hair, blue eyes, white lady, of course. So like growing up with my mom's side of the family, me and my brothers and my sister are like the only colored people. So we walk in a room or I'm with them on a vacation or a trip, everybody's looking at us and they're like, who are these kids with this white family? I kind of get used to it. You kind of get the whole stares. And I remember specifically one time in Virginia, I was in a hotel lobby, and Virginia don't got no black people like that. So, and it was just me. I went with my family, and I remember specifically I was sitting with my aunts, and I just said the whole room, everybody was just like looking at me. I'm just sitting there, like I looked at my aunt, and I was like, I don't know why people are staring at me. I'm about to like crash out, pretty much. But I didn't. She was like, no, don't do it. They don't know better. And I didn't, of course, because I can't act a fool or like to say act the way that the stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? You can't act like a nigga, pretty much. Which I didn't. I was like 17. But with that being said, like I learned to I would say go in my environment, and especially with certain people, if I hang around, I can adapt to that culture, that environment. Put me in that room, I'll do this. And then my dad's side, which is the Jamaicans, you're Jamaican. You know how Jamaican too. And you're Jamaican too. Okay, so you know how the Jamaicans are. We late, we're loud. We like to party, but we have a good time.
That's real.
So with that, I have that element too. So like I could be cool, calm, collected, and cordial. But then let's say we out and the timing is right, I can be that side too and bring it out. I have that as well. Okay. So the dynamic of growing like with the white and black, I see both sides of the world, and I'm able to kind of collide them together and kind of go through life that way. So instead of having one perspective of this, like, oh, I'm just black and seeing this. Yes, true. I am black. I'm more than white. So I'm not gonna be. I'm not blonde hair, blue eye like my mother. So I have that side more that I feel personally versus like my mom's side. But since I do have that dynamic, I'm able to see that perspective and see things from I would say my mom's side. Like I can't say like closed-minded. Like when you in a black household, you only know these rules, set of rules. It's kind of I know that set of rules, but I also know this set of rules. So I'm like, how can I apply it the best way for my family when I have my kids and stuff to kind of help them go through this world. If that makes sense.
You do.
I'm trying to think what else, man. Like it's definitely cool. It definitely helped me with, especially like meeting parents. You know, because they already automatically thinking, oh, this dude is gonna come here, probably talk this way, talk that way. But when, you know, one thing I do hate that all the time is how, especially working at Best Buy when we used to work together, people will come up and say, "Oh, you're so well spoken." And I'll just look. I'll think my mom like, "So what do you want me to talk like? Like a dummy, like an idiot?" You know what I'm saying? Versus when I'm actually collective with my words and talking and using these, you know, big words they want so called. It always surprised me like, "Oh wow, you're so well spoken." You know what I mean? Like, it really like, surprises me. It really it teaches me the things that people, I don't know, the ugly in the world. The best way I can explain it. But how can I explain this is just, regardless of the ugly you see, like I said, try to be a better man every single day. Don't let it get to you. Don't get those emotions. Don't let it win, because if someone pisses you off, someone gets you into a state that you're angry, you're not thinking, you're not processing correctly as a man. That means you're weak, right? So try to take all those things and how can I convert it into positive, or how can I not let's see how to explain it without sounding crazy.
Take your time, though.
Like I'm trying to keep it positive, man. Just
okay. Let me ask you this:
yeah, go ahead.
Is it like was it difficult, like trying to understand the world as far as like growing up and seeing it from both sides and not understanding like why certain white people do certain things or how certain black people do things, or was it more easier for you because you did have
Easier?
It was easier.
It was definitely easier because I think the dynamic of that household, from my aunt's perspective with my cousins, that's just how they were wired and raised. And then having my dad's side and how my cousins were raised there, is just, it made it easier to understand why this is this way and why it was that way. And that's just culture. And another thing too, as far as like the dynamic thing too, was it's hard. Sometimes it was hard to fit in because I'll be with most of my friends are black. So, but at the time it was definitely like 2016, 17, 15. Remember, light skins were getting shitted on. I remember going through school and was like, "Bro, you're too light to hang out with us."
Damn.
What does that even mean? Or like, not like they didn't say, "Oh, I can't hang out with them," but like, "Bro, you light skin, bro." And then I'll go with my white friends if I had some. They were like, "You're too black," or like, "Yes." So that's crazy. So I remember going through high school. I'm like, so where the fuck do I fit in? Like, I'm too dark, I'm too light on this side, or I'm too dark on this side. So I'm just like, we in our own category.
So do you, when you was in high school, did you hang out with more people that was mixed, or was it easier to relate with people that was mixed?
Yes, if they were mixed, but I would still be with more black people at the end of the day, especially the football team. I play sports, so a lot of the kids are playing basketball or football were black primarily.
What high school you went to?
Hart Vista High School. Graduated 2016. Even though it's a kind of primarily white school and it's more mixed, but I usually hang out with the black people more. It's just cooler. They were just better to hang out with, to be honest with you. White people they're doing like coke and
in high school.
My school,
yeah. Stop acting like you don't know this, man.
Nigga, in my high school, they wasn't doing that shit. Well, at least I ain't know.
I want to get back into your childhood. So I know you said your mother was a single mother. So how was that for you, not having that 2-parent household inside the house? I know you said your father was still inside the house, but not having them both inside the house, how did that affect you?
So that's a good question, because my younger sister's dad, he was living with my mom's boyfriend. He was the one that was like a no good, like a deadbeat. He was the one that was like beating my mom, pretty much like another child, essentially playing video games, eating food, smoking all day. And he was cool with play and everything like that, but nah, man, it's definitely tough. If I had my mom and my dad together, unfortunately it didn't work out that way. Before I was born, they split up. I definitely would have been a much better life. But with that being said, I still think even the things I've seen, like the fights that I saw, my mom getting hurt, my brother getting like pushed to the wall, and the drugs, the guns, all the shit that we saw. Even though we were in the good neighborhood, but we were the hood in the neighborhood. Essentially, people knew. Yeah. Like I remember one time. I'm gonna get actually to answer your question first. Is that it definitely made me realize like what is good, because I saw bad and I saw ugly. Could it be worse? Of course, it could have been worse. Right. I could have been dead, or I could have pursued that lifestyle. I could have pursued those attributes or things I saw, and that's all I knew as a kid. Sure. He came in my life when I was 5. By the time he left, I was 13. That's about 8 years of those a crucial childhood moments of seeing the things I saw, dealing with the things, stress, didn't know what the hell was going on, scared for my life.
Very traumatic.
Correct. But with that being said, it was also, I remember being like 13, 14. I was like, fuck all that. I'm not gonna be that. I'm gonna be better.
That's right.
So, and then that's what made me overcome that. And like I said, try to look at the positive things. Like I'm grateful for it because it taught me a lot of things. It taught me like what I didn't want to do, what I didn't want to be, and how can I become better, or at least have a standard of what ain't shit is. And that's how I kind of go through. That's what for my childhood helped me to become who I am today. But as far as like other people out there, maybe with the same kind of childhood or things like that, yeah, that environment could make or break you. But if you can get past that, diamond in the rough.
So around them ages, like where was your head at mentally, like going through all that, seeing all that negativity? Cause I didn't have a father in the household, and I used to always have like these bad dreams of my mom getting like a husband, like something like that happening. You feel me? So I used to always like pray. It's crazy, but I used to pray to God that my mama didn't have a boyfriend or like bring a husband in the house. Cause I used to have like these bad dreams about something happening. You feel me? So for you to go through that, where was your headspace mentally at that age?
I was just gonna ask. That's crazy.
That's all in team, bro.
I'm telling you,
the higher consciousness.
That's my brother.
Yeah, no, real. That's real. That's like my headspace at that age, man. It's gonna get dark. So
man, speak on it. It's
okay, real spill. All right, well, it's about to get real. So,
no, we about to open up some doors that were closed.
Oh, it is. No, but when I did mushrooms, it brought all this out. So, my headspace when I was around 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 12, I didn't want to go home. There was times I want to run away. There was times that I'd rather be with my dad. My dad would come and pick us up like every other weekends. That was like paradise. That was vacation. My dad is my hero, and it sucked that there was times that my dad couldn't come and do anything because of like the system, child support, all this, woody woo and all that. But my headspace, man, it was home felt like battle, war. We'll be like you'll be sleeping like okay, you go to bed. Let's say it's Friday night, you come from school, got to go home, do chores, and then you're going to sleep. You're getting woken up by 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, pots in a pan banging. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Pretty much like military. It felt like military. I don't think I ever told you this. No, it felt like military. I remember specifically waking up 4 in the morning, cleaning the whole house, probably twice. We'll spend probably 3 or 4 hours cleaning the house, let alone. After that, we'll start training, fighting. Like we'll fight each other, learn karate. He did karate as well too. Karate, learn how to train with weapons, guns.
Damn.
On some like ninja assassin. I swear to God, bro. I remember a training. You bringing up memories now. I remember a training. Duck walk. You ever do duck walk?
Yeah.
So you ever seen like those ninja movies where you duck walking and if you make a noise, hit the bottom of your feet?
Yeah.
Same shit. Hit the bottom of your feet. So we had to learn to be quiet, ninjas. And
it's almost like learn how to be sneaky.
How to kill, train to do that. I'm the youngest. I have 2 older brothers, which Corey, he's 3 years older than me. He's 30, and my oldest brother is 32. Is 5 years older than me. So they had it worse than I did. I'm the youngest at the time, but yeah, like it sucked. It sucked though, but it had some good fun moments. But yeah, my headspace, man, was I did not want to go home. Like whenever I go to school was fun. Come home.
Like your way to get away.
Yeah, school was fun. My friends going outside, but sometimes in order to go outside, we had to fucking shit, we had to like clean the whole house, something.
Y'all had to make sure the house was spotless.
Spotless.
Thank you.
I had to make sure the house was spotless. I don't know if you want to take this.
No, it's fine.
Okay. I had to make sure the house was spotless. My bad. The house was spotless, and then let's say we're like, all right, my mom would get home from work. We had to cook for her too.
Damn.
And with that being said, you know, my mom would come home happy. Oh, the house is all clean and it's good, and not knowing what the hell we went through. We couldn't say anything. So she, like, if we said anything, we know that dude. He has schizophrenia too. He would have killed her. Actually, he tried. He tried. I remember. I don't want to skip the gun, but no pun intended, because he my mom had told me like 5 years after this happened. I was in 6th grade. I remember the day my oldest brother was in the we were in the living room, like kind of like this, and the garage was like kind of over there. And I remember specifically my mom and him were arguing. All I heard was like, ah, shit, or something like that. And she starts crying, but she comes back in the house and she's bleeding out her lip and stuff. And my younger sister's crying. My brother is holding my younger sister, holding my mom. And I'm like, I'm 12 years old. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, damn, this dude's crazy. I do feel helpless.
You feel helpless, so you see what I'm saying? And it's more in the sense of like, I want to protect my mom, but at the same time, what can I really do?
I'm scared, fearful.
Exactly.
Like fearful, like it gets worse. So knowing like at this point he has a firearm on him, right? And it's like, what can I do? Because if we all try to attack this man, we don't got no guns. Yeah. You know, I'm 12, my brother's 15, the other one is 17. So he's the main one that got to protect us because he's the oldest. But come to find out, they were like arguing and stuff outside. He had put the gun to my mom's head and pulled the trigger, but it jammed. The gun jammed.
Oh my God!
And when she told me that, I was like, damn, that sucks.
Because it's like though, honestly, like that would have changed the whole proportion of your life after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you was already going through the abuse and being traumatized. Yeah, that would have just. Thank God, dog. Like, thank God, like for real, dog.
Still, though, that's still like a trauma experience. Like everything that you went through, and then seeing that happen. Like, I take things to the heart. You feel me? I've been in situations with my family, so it's like it's certain things that can never be like you can never come back from. Like certain things that a person do, you can never come back from. You feel me? Like it's dead. That's just how I am. Like I take stuff to the heart because I know how much love I give out.
Same. Likewise.
I just want the same. So it's like, dang, like I'm sorry, bro.
Nah, you good, man. You know the crazy part? The crazy part is I talk. Me and my brothers talk about this all the time, and it's like we'll talk to our girls about it, and they're like, "Man, that shit's crazy. What the fuck?" Like I remember my girl crying for some of the stories I told her, and I'm like, "That's a normal day for me." That was that's like me and my brother like, is that kind of crazy? People like, yeah, that's crazy, and I'm like, I don't know,
that's not normal shit. But when you raise in that type of environment, that become your norm. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you get out of it finally, and you looking at it, you like that was like a weaker person that would have destroyed them. Yeah, honestly and truly, it would have destroyed them. You see what I'm saying? Because dog, when I met you, dog, like you was up here, like your energy was up here. You see what I'm saying? And I was already. So we met at Best Buy. I was like the Sony manager at the time, and he was a Best Buy employee. Yeah. And when I came into the situation, I thought it was gonna be on some whoever. Okay, you already know how it is in high school, and when you're in high school, it's more in the sense of if you run some shit, that's your domain. When a new kid come there, you still gotta protect your shit. So that's what I'm thinking in my head. Any job you go to, that's how I think, dog. Because it's niggas got egos, niggas got pride. Yep. But when I met Cam, it was love. Like from the rip, it was love, dog. You see what I'm saying? And we locked in. I ended up finding out he was Jamaican, and we just been like locked in since. But you would have never guessed that he was going through any of that shit or went through any of that shit because just how he kept himself up, like how respectable he was, like how he talked to customers. Anytime it's crunch time, call Cam. Cam handle it. You see what I'm saying? Though? So it's like,
appreciate that.
Dog, I salute you, my nigga. I salute you, dog, like for real, because sometimes people be so close to the edge and you won't even know because it's how they keep their demeanor, how they just keep themselves up. You see what I'm saying? So that's love, dog.
Appreciate that.